It's getting a bit absurd here.
Hurstbridge are second to the ball, and Research certainly with the numbers at every contest. He's kicked 3 already.
If the last goal wasn't for the game, then this definitely is.
It's not a long way out. He's probably only 25 metres out. Slightly harder side to kick goals from this side, but shouldn't be too hard. Puts the ball on the foot.
And that's the game.
Goal to Barden, that's his 4th.
Barden could get a fifer.
Yes, Hurstbridge don't have the answers here. It's clear. But they will be looking to battle it out, but at the moment it's all one-way traffic. Umpire to restart the play. And he puts the ball into the turf. Up it goes.
Hurstbridge have got possession.
For some reason,
they've got to get it.
Plucked out. Boyden goes long. Research in front. Can't take the mark, but kick long. Bellingham leading the race for the ball. He got the ball but couldn't beat the tackle. And tackle coming from Blakeson. Boyden in the rough contest. Ball shuffled out by Research, looking for an option. Orvad picks up, can't get a kick away. Pack develops, Flanagan gets a handball for Research. In the way is Marq for Hurstbridge. Picked up there for Hurstbridge, handball, but only as far as the next pack. Players unable to get their kick away. Bellingham throws away, Flanagan for Research. It's a real battle there, and tap forward. There's a quick kick by Hurstbridge, but every step of the way there's a Hurstbridge opponent, and Flynn taps the ball over the boundary line. Ball going to come back into play. And it's Boyden and Middleton again in the ruck as it's been for some time now. Boyden wins the tap down. Neal taps it further. A bit of a scramble on the ground. Farquhar there with the ball. Comes out
19-minute mark.
Harper gets a quick kick away. Only as far as Orvad. Puts it on the left, but in the way is Shaw. Shaw with a paddock in front of him goes wide towards the member side. Aidan Rowe picks up, and he's got even further. Mitchell comes to close him down, but he goes over the top looking for Barden. Over his head this time. Bellingham's going to quickly try and take it out, I imagine. Gets his kick away and dribbles it around the boundary line. But appeal for out in the full, but surely it wasn't. And will be thrown back into play.
Just 30 seconds to go, or so.
Bellingham wins the tap out, I think, and then recovers and wins a free kick for in the back. And he'll be probably just to making sure there's no more scores this quarter. Yes, goes wide, and it's Neal, fails to take the mark as it goes over touch for a throw in. Boyden and Middleton in there is Farquhar, Flanagan, Flynn. Is the ball in. Good contest. No one won a clear tap out. Research down on the ground. Flynn gets a handball out. Only as far as Orvad for Hurstbridge. Quick kick. Flanagan, he's got some space and some toe. Runs away from Howell and drives it long, looking for Barden. And Barden takes the mark. Thinks about playing on, but Grimes is there on the mark. He again is probably within kicking distance.
Barden going for his 5th.
It is at quite an angle, but he puts the ball across the face of goals, and a good kick, but through for one behind.
One behind. Takes the score to 9-7 Research. Hurstbridge 3-4.
And it's Howell. Looks for Orvad. Goes over his head. Comes to Harper. Harper goes and kicks it back over his head for a goal. And that's a bad kick in. And it costs a goal.
And a huge celebration there.
A poor kick in. and didn't find the mark, and then had it banged back over his head. Going to be a restart of the play. There's the bounce of the ball. Boyden and Middleton, as it's been all day. Middleton wins this one down, taken by Orvad. Johns gets the ball and goes long towards the forward line and skids it through for a goal. Goal to Johns for Hurstbridge. Belated goal. That's his first.
That's the 4th goal for Hurstbridge. 6 goals behind Research. Siren will go any second.
It's been a bad quarter for Hurstbridge. Research have kicked 5. As Greekle comes off the ground for Research. And Cameron Craig comes back on. There's the bounce of the ball. And there's a siren. 3/4 time.
Hurstbridge, 4-4-28. Research, 10.
Keep filming the fight.
So, at 3/4 time, it seems that it's all over for Hurstbridge, going through the season undefeated and looking like a easy premiership victory, unchallenged premiership victory, but now seems as the next game's teams warm up, seems all over. They need to kick 7 goals to be able to take the lead, and they have been outplayed for the entire match by Research. Muddy conditions, lots of free kicks, some good strategies, and Hurstbridge not playing at their best. All amounts to a 33-point lead. Correction, a 39-point lead, 39 points, 7 goals they'll need. Hurstbridge have a very talented list, but it's been a complete catastrophe, and it'll take an incredible performance for them to be able to win here. Back to you in the studio. So, to start the final quarter, it will take a miracle for Hurstbridge to win.
Here's the bounce of the ball. It's a poor bounce again, and Johns gets a tap out. He gets a handball out and it's going to be taken by Middleton. Gets the handball over to Flanagan, who goes round the boundary line and out of bounds. Research into attack straight away. Poor bounce there. Some of the bouncing's been good, but not all of it. And just a delay while the umpire finally gets the ball, thrown over his head again. Butte. This time we'll see how we go. Boyden and Middleton, as it's been for most of the day. Boyden takes it down forward. Middleton scrambles, tries to keep it in play, and just crosses the boundary line for another throw-in.
Already 1 minute in.
Good contest. Handball out there by Research. Bellingham scrambles a kick out of the pack. Picked up by Aidan Neal. Then Boyden kicks it forward. Research repel the attack, and there is a good handball out the pack looking for Van den Driesen. Bottled up in the centre of the ground. Boyden picks up, gets a kick away. Looking for Christopher Neal, but standing there is could be Aidan Neal of Research, who runs away towards the commentary position. Tom Shaw tries to flick the ball past Reece Johns. He picks up with a good bit of shepherding there and gets his kick away. As far as Howe, who takes the mark, and he steadies. Looks to bring the ball around the flank, and it's taken by Boyden. A quick hand pass to the man running past Larkin, who gets his kick away towards the goal. Atkins there can't take the mark, unfortunately. That would have been good, but couldn't quite hang on to it. Tries to scramble for the ball on the ground. Sinking in the foot was Rock for Research, but will be another ball up. Up pitch goes. Boyden probably win the tap out then. Demarcy gets a handball as far as Johns. Ball still well and truly in the pack. And it's Flanagan gets the ball, puts it onto the right. Out to Marq. Marq gets his kick, looking for Larkin. Larkin in the chase of the ball that the boundary line's going to be, and over a boundary line for out of bounds.
Well, Cliff, 7 goals in the final quarter is a tough equation. That's 1 every 3 minutes. We've already gone 3 minutes and no goals for Hurstbridge.
No goals and no even looking like goals. Boyden takes the mark out of a ruck. Goes back as far as Grigook there, throws it onto the right. Mitchell tries to punch the ball away from Flynn. Ball comes down. Marq gets it towards Bellingham. He picks up. He's got a little bit of time. He looks for his options there in Farquhar or Howe. Howe takes the ball, spins back. Now with a bit of shepherding goes right, looking for Chris Neal. He's having trouble finding his feet. Picked up by Aidan Neal of Research. And then fired out the handball was Chris Neal, but again Research have got numbers all the time. Jackson Bellingham trying to, he spins. Is he caught? Apparently not. Is he caught? Is it in the back? Apparently not. Picked up there by Pearson, tries to get the ball forward, but Hurstbridge are bottling it up. Aidan Neal of Research, he's tackled. Comes back towards pack after pack, and it's McDougall finally getting a long kick forward. Looking for Johnson, who does nicely. Goes wide to Demarcy, gives up a little bit of territory. He'll want to move the ball quickly. Looking for Atkins in the forward line. Atkins sticks up the long arms and takes the mark. Probably about 15-20 metres out from goal. A relatively straightforward kick. Hurstbridge must score to have any hope at all.
And he kicks the goal.
To say that was much needed would be something of an understatement.
6 goals behind, and we've played 5 minutes. 5 and 5. How long are quarters, Cliff?
I think 20-minute quarters with
20-minute quarters. So 15 minutes for 6 goals.
Look, it would be most unlikely, but what's more important is to finish the game off strongly, I think. There's the bounce of the ball. Boyden will take it and kick it this time. The bounce was again poor. Aidan Neal off the half back line gets a handball away, and then Research are on the kick quickly. It's Wallace gets the handball away. Only as far as Hurstbridge, but just through weight of numbers they force the ball forward. In there is Van den Driesen for Research, but the umpire's going to bounce the ball. Middleton wins the tap out this time. Bellingham tries to kick off the ground.
We're into the 6-minute mark.
Middleton tries to force the ball forward. And Research do in fact force the ball forward quite successfully. Quite strong play. Jackson Bellingham handballs the ball out towards Boyden. He gets the kick. All Research there, and I think that looks like Griggle goes. Oh, there's Middleton on his own, but goes just over his head towards Marq, who picks up quickly, goes wide on the left, finds Howe. He's got a man ahead of him. He doesn't use him, and that is just selfish play. But Neal picks up, Chris Neal, comes towards Johnson, puts the ball on a foot again. He's been useful up forward. Looking for Atkins, but he's been beaten for pace here. Demarty's in there for Hurstbridge, and looks to get the ball out to someone, forces the ball Hurstbridge way. Comes out to, there's a handball the man running past, and it's Johnson, but Aidan Neal's dropped back for Research. One behind.
One behind.
Late signal there.
That's not enough. They can't kick behind Hurstbridge. It takes too much time, and it doesn't give them enough score.
Out onto the outer side of the, it's Johns for Hurstbridge, leading in the race for the ball. He picks up, he ducks and turns. He's beaten one. He plays the ball to himself, picks up the hand pass, and then runs through a few tacklers. Throws the ball on the foot, and Boyden lost the ball in the sunshine. He's still got time to steady. He puts it up and misses to the near side. Bit of pushing and shoving there at centre forward position. Lachlan Hooper and Demarty, but the ball's to be brought back in. Goes down the guts. Research with the numbers there. No one there for Hurstbridge. And again, Aidan Neal's run forward, got away from his opponent. I think perhaps Farquhar. He kicks the ball towards Bellingham, punches from behind, tries to smother the kick, but it was Thomas Rock got his kick away. The ball headed towards the boundary line. Big Barton tries to pick up. Gets his handball away to
like a throw.
Greason. Only as far as Grimes. Grimes onto the left foot. Kicks it around towards the wing where Demarty is meted front on. Demarty centres the ball, but tipping in front of him. The kick's not good. Mitchell's there. And Hurstbridge not able to put together a decent pass or a kick at this stage.
9 minutes in.
Mitchell wins a tap out. Comes as Flanagan. Flanagan gets his handball to Van den Driesen. Over to Griggle. Griggle throws it on the boot. Rush there, can't take it. Grimes onto the left foot for Hurstbridge, repels the attack. Howell takes a mark, doesn't give off the handball again. He finally gives it over to Mitchell. He goes towards the centre. Farquhar for Hurstbridge, but Research have the numbers in the way, and they bobble it up.
Clock keeps ticking away and they're not getting the score that they need.
Comes back to Howell. Howell breaks the tackle. He's got a little bit of space here. He goes long. Looking for Atkins, who was held from a long way away, and no free kick given, and the ball's out of bounds in the Hurstbridge forward pocket. Ball comes back into play. Drops off short. Research in the front position. Picked up by Griggle. Goes around there to Lachlan Hooper. He goes on the left in towards Marq. Comes down. Hurstbridge with the numbers now. Picked up by Farquhar. His handball's intercepted. Research through Van Den Driesen.
Research are just playing so well compared to
Down the forward
Hurstbridge.
line, it's Grimes and Barden with Marq's back up. Picked up by Kirkpatrick, who hits towards goal. I think that was Orvad in the last line of defence there. Gets the ball. Bellingham shepherd out of it through strong play. He comes back onto the ball though. With McDougall in there for Hurstbridge, but again out of bounds.
11 minutes in. 6 in 9 minutes. Impossible.
In comes the ball. Boyden wins the tap out. Comes towards McDougall. And it'll be another throw in. In comes the throw in. Boyden wins the tap out. Taps it forward. Picked up very cleverly by Pearson. Hurstbridge gets forward and out of bounds. Research players appealing for out in the full, but you can't call it out in the full unless you see it out in the full. In comes the throw in. Tap down. Flanagan gets it out towards Neil. Flanagan gets the free kick, plays on straight away, goes into the centre of the ground. Demarty there at the fall of the ball, picked up by Marq. Marq gets his handball, but Flanagan chips in the way, and again, Hurstbridge caught out of play. Flynn there, probably too far out to score, but chewing up the clock. Barden there will be a target. Goes in short. Picked up there by Orvad, who comes around in front of the commentary position. Tom Shaw running for the ball, and the ball goes over the boundary line in front of us. Marq's there for Hurstbridge. And in ruck is Atkins and Rock, I would say. Won by Rock, comes to Marq, puts it on the foot, gets a kick forward and in front of the timekeeper's position. For another boundary line throw in. Again it's Atkins, bit of pushing and shoving there. And in fact it's Cameron Craig there doing the ruck work for Research. No one wins the tap out, but a free kick comes to Hurstbridge. Atkins takes it and he goes forward. His kick's not good. Research in the way, off hands, ball spills down, rush for Hurstbridge, but Research have got the numbers there. Aidan Neal handball. Orvad gets his kick away forward towards Marq, but the boundary line's going to be him.
14 minutes in. Hurstbridge 5-6. Research haven't scored this quarter. They're still 10-7.
In comes the ball. Atkins wins the tap out. Kick off the ground by Johnson towards Hurstbridge's direction, but Research there, dribbles a kick toward, looking for Griggle, but Marq's there, he's been good today. One of the few lights, I think. Looking for Taylor, and has he snuck it in for a point? No, he hasn't. It's out of bounds right alongside the behind post. And this time Boyden will be up against. The ball comes down, Johnson picks up, tries to snap. Research smother the kick, and perhaps Aidan Neal wins it around. Griggle picks up, goes long, back to the scoreboard, and Orvad takes the mark in front of Tom Shaw. 15-metre penalty paid. Don't know what that was for. Out of bounds, just in front of us here, and there'll be a keenly fought contest. Then Van den Driesen for Research has been very good. He's kept running the whole day. There's the throw in. Atkins there wins the touchdown.
16 minutes in.
Damasi's got nowhere to go. Is that the only name you know? Is that the only name? What about the Research guy? Tap down there, picked up, nice spin out of the pack and heads towards Grimes for Hurstbridge, can't take the mark. Barton's looking dangerous there, but the handball comes out towards Shaw. He can't pick up. Rush picks up for Hurstbridge, gets it towards Orvad. He can't pick it out. And ball's bottled up.
Next week.
30 metres out from the goal for Research.
Next week, Hurstbridge will have to play Alphington for a spot in the grand final.
The Alphington boys were here too. They've been here at the quarter-time and three-quarter time huddle, having a listen to any information they can gain. Comes out here to Harper. Harper beats Damasi and gets a handball off to Hooper. A contest there, 15 metres out. Barton's in there using his weight. Makes a path for 29, but here's 56, and that was Thomas Rock. Throws the ball onto the foot. Offline. And match coming to a close. Bellingham to kick in. Goes and nicely pointed out to Marzi. Lands on him, hits him on the chest. Bellingham's had enough run, he couldn't finish that run through. And Boyden picks up. Looks for the handball's cut off nicely. And double teaming Barton there. Grimes and Bellingham making sure Barton didn't complete the mark.
Just 2 minutes to go in this second semi-final.
In comes the throw. The kick away. It's going to be on the ball. Flanagan to take it. He's quickly off. Centres the ball and finds the target in Hooper. Hooper centres the ball further. A big pack of players almost comes down to Kirkpatrick. But a pack develops 10 yards out from the Research goal. The throw up. Atkins gets the tap down, looking for Johns. He's flung off the ball. Looks like Rowe gets the ball to Flanagan. Flanagan pops it on the boot and kicks towards goal, but just offline.
10-9 Research. Hurstbridge 5-6. Just 1 minute to go.
The kick in from Johns dropped short and nearly intercepted by Hooper. The kick forward looking. Hurstbridge have stopped completely. This could be a goal coming up. Flanagan centres the ball. Orvad couldn't make it. Bellingham picks up. Gets a bit of run out of the back line, but his kick doesn't find a target and is chopped off there by Research. Ball onto the foot. Going short for Hooper. Gets his handball away. Comes to Van den Driesen. He dodges one man. Gets it to Flanagan. Flanagan kicks, and this time he's further off target and puts the ball out of bounds. Grimes to bring the ball back into play. Grimes goes across goal.
Siren will go any second now.
Looking for Neil. And goes the clubroom side. Damasi up. Can't take the mark. Comes down. The ball still in the pack situation. Oh yes, well broken out by Tom Shaw. Centres the ball. Jackson Bellingham. Was it a mark or not? Boyden He's thinking about having a shot. He does look a long way out. Pack gathering. You'd think he's going to miss to the near side if the wind conditions are any indication. He centres, and it's Atkins or Orvad there. Atkins with a lot easier kick.
A real consolidation goal coming up, not very important.
Puts it on its way and kicks a goal.
So that's the 6th goal for Hurstbridge.
Atkins has been quite good, and he's amongst the very few good players for Hurstbridge today. Certainly missing Kelly. Johns has been down.
22nd minute mark.
Here's the bounce of the ball. Atkins doing all the work. He's in ruck now and wins the tap out. Gets the ball down. Howells swoops upon it. Gets a handball out to Larkin, I think it was. Picked up by Johnson. Tries to get a handball. It's Research. Flick the ball back, and with good pick up by Denier. There's the siren. Big celebrations there to Research. I had all the answers today.
Well, I think it was a complete underdog victory. Hurstbridge are the complete dominant side of this competition, and yet they've been able to have an outstanding victory. And I guess Hurstbridge will have to come back next week, 13th of August, Alphington versus Hurstbridge. Be there. We will be there, Channel 8. Until then, we'll see you next. I was going to ask you, Cliff, what do they need to do here, the Hurstbridgians?
Well, they need to move the ball a lot faster. They're moving the ball slowly, and Research are getting numbers to the fly. 3/4 time.
Hurstbridge, 4-4-28. Research, 10.
Keep filming the fight.
Welcome back. You just saw the replay of the second semi-final between Hurstbridge and Research under 15 Division 2. The final scores of that were Hurstbridge 6-6-42 to Research 10-9-69. We've got the goal scorers for you. Reese Johns with 1 goal, Bryce Atkins with 3, Reese Boyden with 1, and Lewis Johnston with 1. That's for Hurstbridge. For research, we've got Thomas Harper with 1, Darcy Barden with 4, Luke Corse with 1, Ben Flanagan with 1, and then singles also to Ned Harper, Aidan Rao, and Thomas Rock. Now we're going to take a break here, but afterwards we're going to have an interview with one of the Hurstbridge players, Jackson Bellingham from Perth, via satellite. After this ad break, this is Channel 8, 24-hour sport channel.